Okay, today I got something kind of fun for you. I told you I finally got back to tools, and these are a couple of tools I just got from my fiance for her birthday. These are Sneeboer, Sneeboer. They're made in Holland, just gardening tools. And as you can see, they're stainless steel with a ash handle. And like I said, they are made in Holland. And these are, I would say, like a premium kind of shovel. Now, we are big into gardening. I'm definitely more into vegetables. She's more into like plants and flowers and stuff. And so we've been slowly kind of upgrading her tools. And so, and one of the things I've been trying to do is get things more focused on, like for her, because she's a bit smaller than I am. And so the tool needs are kind of different. So for example, I got these Felco pruners, which are, these are the smaller size, which is more for like a lady's hand. So for me, they're a bit small. Like we got these steel ones. Oh, right here. She just brought them up for me. She's using them. These are ones I got for myself. These I got at Ace for like, they're only like 15 bucks or 20 bucks, and they're made in Japan, which I thought was fantastic. And so you can see like the difference. It's not huge, but there is a bit of a difference in the handles. And see if I can't get them. See, just a little longer. Like it's a little, I guess, a little bigger. Like it's a little thicker. So anyway, I like these ones quite a lot. She likes these ones. So one of the things I was looking at is shovels. Now we watch Monty Don quite a lot. The Gardner's World on BritBox. And one of the things we've noticed, a lot of people seem to be using these Sneeboer shovels, or at least the same type. Like I'm just not sure all of them are, but at least some of them are. And so we're looking them up, and I saw this one, which was a lady's spade. And so let's grab this guy. So I'll give you kind of an up close here. See, it's got like here's the tag. Sneeboer and Zinn, tools for life and generations to come. And we got them from the Garden Tool Company. Here, I'll show you right there. And then this one, see. Made in the Netherlands, each Sneeboer tool has been hand-forged in the finest stainless steel for more than 100 years. So one of the things you can see about this one is that it has like this T-handle, which I kind of like, because you can kind of grip it a few different ways, and it's a nice little handle. And then here, this is a thing I didn't even notice at first, but she did, is that it's tapered. Like you can see the handle is tapered right here. So when you're like lifting, that's where like your hand goes. It gives you more of like a handhold spot here. And then you can see it's stainless steel. It's actually pretty thick. I don't know if you can see that. I got a measuring tape here, but it's got a really nice sharpened end here and a couple steps. So yeah, but they said this one is a little lighter and a little smaller, specifically more for petite size, or people with smaller hands, smaller types. So they call it a ladies, but really it could be for anyone who has smaller hands and types. So here we got this guy. It's an old shovel we had laying around. It's just it's made in China one, like one you get in any kind of hardware store. It's your basic plastic handle. And here, I'll show you. It's pretty similar in size, but you can see like the thickness in the metal. This one I'd say is about twice as thick as this guy. So it's got some heft on it. I mean, this is not like a lightweight shovel by any means, but it's definitely heavy and durable. And I'd expect, again, this thing to last pretty much for forever. I mean, you're probably never going to break this blade. You're probably never going to bend it. Like I've bent some shovels in the past, taking some chips out of them. But this guy, I just don't see that happening. And so I said, so this was the lady's spade. And like I said, I will do like a follow-up video here, probably like in a couple months after we use them for a while, to kind of give you more of a review. Like I said, I'm not much for reviews. I kind of leave that to people who are like professionals and things. But the one thing I'm pretty good at is shovels and things. I mean, I've been a hammer swinger and a shoveler for pretty much my entire life in various jobs and stuff. So I kind of somewhat familiar more with shovels, and I got some Razorbacks and some of the other things too. So I've used a lot of different shovels and things, but this one I just kind of think it's quite nice. And this guy, that was kind of interesting. This one they call their Perennial Spade. It's like the smaller version. And so I got this one because we've been switching our garden over from mostly annuals to perennials. And so when you do a lot of transplanting, you do a lot of dividing and things, that's what this is kind of for. So if we're digging in like little beds and stuff, so you can kind of get in there, and you know, when you're digging in beds, you don't have a lot of room, and so sometimes a big shovel's kind of a pain. So that's why we got this guy and divide stuff. And like we just were redoing a bed, and it had a lot of like roots all the way through it, and it's almost like a mat. So we're sitting there trying to cut through it and having these rakes and shovels and things. So I thought this guy would be nice for that. So, you know, kind of dig in the bed, dig through those roots, kind of cut through them, transplant, divide, do all that. So as you can see, again, Sneeboer and the T-handle, which I like. And so here, I'll show you. So you can see this is like our traditional kind of spade. You know, it's an old school, kind of tempered, lightweight. I mean, I like this one a lot, but you can see I like, you know, snapped the tip off a little bit. So now I'm kind of, you know, it's a little rounded there, not quite the point. And this guy, again, not quite as the difference in thickness, but I mean, again, this is more of like a hand tool. This is more of like a big, you know, big like digging shovel. So there's a bit of a difference, but you know, from a regular spade to this guy, like I think this will be easier to move and transplant stuff than this guy. Like this guy's more of a bruiser. This guy's more finesse, I'd say. So yeah. So like I said, we got a couple, like I said, Sneeboer Tools. Now again, these are not cheap. If you're expecting to be, you know, paying like 20 bucks for these, you're going to be mistaken. The shovel was about 140, and then that one was about, I can't remember now, I think it's like 60, or yeah, it's probably like around 60 or 70, something like that. But the thing I kind of figure is like, I try and buy quality tools when I can. I try and buy mostly like USA or like German. I love German pliers. And so, you know, if I'm spending 50 bucks for a pair of Knipex, or, you know, a couple $100 in a nice socket set, what's a couple $100 and a pair of nice tools that'll last a lifetime? And if she really, I mean, again, we haven't used them, but it's something that she really likes, and I think it'll work better for her. And so again, you can, you know, you can spend, you know, 20 bucks, get yourself a shovel that'll work just fine. But, you know, you can spend a bit more and have something that you'll really enjoy using pretty much for the rest of your life. So that's kind of like what I figure, and it's like, it's something we like to do, and you might as well upgrade and get, you know, like the best tools for the job. I mean, you know, we're out gardening every weekend, like today, that's all we're going to do. We got to work in the yard and the garden and all that. And, you know, let me show you a bit real quick, just so you can see I'm not like fooling. Like I said, we got some of our potted plants here, and there's our kind of some of our backyard. So we're still doing a bit of a transition here, but as you can see, we're trying to get into a kind of more of like an English cottage garden back here. And then you can see like our, like I said, these are, got potatoes and tomatoes and just some like planter plants. And I got more of a garden in the back there by that old beater truck you see. That's where we have more of like a bed. So it's kind of an in-between. Like we try and do more gardening things in here, and then just more vegetables. We're kind of adding in more and more. So anyway, so like I said, so these are the Sneeboer lady spade, and then the Sneeboer, I think it's like a I don't know, I can't remember what they call it. It's specifically like a miniature perennial spade, or bed spade, or but whatever. It's meant for perennials. So just look up perennial spade, and that should come up. And then the lady spade. And like I said, we got these from the Garden Tool Company. Here, I'll show you their label again. Fast shipping out of Texas. I was really impressed with them. Like I said, no sponsored or anything. I found them online, and they had what I was interested in stock. So anyway, if you're interested, check them out. Just Google Sneeboer. Sneeboer USA's got a website. I'll probably link them down below too. So that's it. Sneeboer Tools, stainless steel. Hopefully these things will last us a lifetime, and maybe like our kids, maybe our kids' kids. Who knows? But anyway, that's it. Thanks.